What's up YouTube? Dougie Chong here. Welcome to today's episode where I'll be reviewing if Ethereum is a good investment or not. So in this video, I'm going to go over what exactly Ethereum is. Then I'll go over some of the history of Ethereum and I'll end on if it is a buy in my opinion or not. So Ethereum is defined as the foundation for our digital future on their own website. It is a network that powers the second largest cryptocurrency known as Ether, although the two terms are often interchanged. It was developed by Vitalik Buterin, a then 19-year-old, highly regarded Russian-Canadian programmer, and is actively being developed today. To fully explain cryptocurrencies is a bit more complicated, but rest assured, these digital currencies are not going to disappear on you. That was actually one of the main goals of the first cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, to create a monetary platform that no one government could control and control the supply of. This was a fundamental problem with fiat or traditional currencies such as the US dollar, where governments could just keep printing more money and cause inflation. Lots of other cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Litecoin have a finite supply of the coin, but Ethereum was meant to increase its supply over time to go with inflation. This was made to make Ethereum more of a usable currency, whereas Bitcoin is more of a store of value. Since there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins, you are disincentivized to spend any, and you are incentivized to just hold them for the long term. So you might be wondering now, if nobody controls Ethereum, how do you obtain some of it? That is the beauty of Ethereum and a lot of other cryptocurrencies. Instead of being controlled by one big data center somewhere or multiple data centers, it is controlled and protected by a large network of computers. This large network of computers, often referred to as miners, basically solve very complex cryptographic problems to help maintain the integrity of the system. The exact math could be a whole video in itself, but picture the Ethereum transactions plus a little guess going into this black box, and out comes a number. If these numbers are correct, I think usually they have to end with a certain number of zeros, then it is accepted into the network and added onto the blockchain. If not, you have to provide another guess, and that's why you need a lot of computers to perform all these guesses. Cryptographic functions are special and make this whole system work because they are easily verifiable but take quite a lot of work to find the answer without guessing. It's important to note that this type of transaction verification is known as proof of work, and many other cryptocurrencies, including soon to be Ethereum, use a different algorithm known as proof of stake. I'll mention that even I mine some Ethereum, which means I set up a bunch of computers to help secure the network, and in return I receive a small amount of Ethereum. I actually had these machines since 2017, but only recently has the price of Ethereum reached a point where it is worth it to mine again. Leave it in the comments below if you want me to detail how to set up a mining rig. Now this next section I'm going to explain. I've read up quite a bit about it, but I don't have a firm grasp on it yet, probably because I have not implemented it myself. But it is the idea of smart contracts and what separates Ethereum from Bitcoin. Smart contracts allow certain bits of code to execute when certain criteria are met. So I think in theory, you could have it set up so that 200 Ethereum transfers from one wallet address to another wallet address. Let's say if the weather is 22 degrees tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what kinds of inputs and outputs you can use, but the idea is to eliminate the middlemen that hold money during large bets or transactions. This can be especially useful for things such as large real estate transactions, which can depend on a document being signed. Another thing that smart contracts can be used for is to make sub-tokens, and then you can use these sub-tokens in other decentralized applications. So the major takeaways of Ethereum are that it's not something like credit card points, which can be taken away at the whim of the credit card company. The scarcity of the asset is what drives up the value, and the ability to make smart contracts is what differentiates it from Bitcoin. Alright, so that somewhat sums up what Ethereum is in a nutshell. Now let's look at the price history. This chart indicates that Ethereum was a mere 71 cents as of 2015. I heard it was as low as about 40 cents when it was first released. That would be a return of over 80,000% and easily beats out any stock market gain or even the king of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin. Its all-time high is around $1,200 back in the 2017 crypto frenzy. And I remember it dropping all the way down to $40. So it's important to remember how risky it is to invest in cryptocurrencies. I had to shut down all my mining operations at that point and could not really justify buying more as the price just kept declining. But I always held out hope for a return. 2020 happens to be that year that financial institutions are starting to accept crypto as a real asset and has the price of the coins nearing all-time highs as Ethereum sits around $600 today. So is Ethereum a buy in my opinion? Again, this is just my opinion. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. But crypto has always fascinated me. While I make a lot of videos on finance, I don't really like how the current financial system is structured, and cryptocurrencies are a pipe dream to a much better financial future. There are certainly a lot of things that can go wrong. Governments can make their own competing currencies, or they can outright make cryptocurrencies illegal, but I always hold out hope and I will always be bullish on crypto in general. The current market capitalization of Ethereum sits around $70 billion, so that values it less than startups or recently IPO tech startup Airbnb. And if you look at the US dollar, I found that $1.5 trillion is in physical dollar bills, whereas about $14 trillion are in digital currencies. So that already shows that there is a shift away from paper money and into these digital currencies. I actually thought there'd be a lot more than $14 trillion available in the world, but still Ethereum is nowhere close to that amount. And comparing Ethereum to Bitcoin, while Bitcoin is already at its all-time highs again and has a $400 billion market cap, so I don't think there's as much growth left for Bitcoin. But overall, at this point, I would have to say that Ethereum and even Bitcoin to an extent is a buy. I would kind of wait until Ethereum hits maybe a mid 500s range. That's a good price to enter at. If you saw my Wealthsimple Trade desktop review video, I'll leave a link in the description below. I bought some Ethereum in that mid 500s range. I'll also leave my referral link to Wealthsimple Crypto below, where you can buy your own Ethereum and you don't have to set up complex computers like myself. That's it for this video, guys. Leave a like if this video helped you at all. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. Leave it in the comments below. What do you guys think about Ethereum? Enjoy the rest of your day and see you in the next video.